You are already dead. You just haven't stopped breathing yet. Not physically, but the version of you that wanted things, that was curious, that built, drew, explored, stayed up too late imagining a different life. That version? Buried. And most people never even notice the funeral. Stay with me, because before this ends, I'm going to give you a test. If you pass it, you stop drifting. If you fail it, nothing changes. 3 years ago, I was making $120,000 a year. Corner office, team under me, parking space with my name on it. On paper, I had won. In reality, I was calculating how fast my car would need to go to disappear into the ocean. Not because I was sad, because I felt nothing. And that's worse. Pain screams, emptiness whispers. They called it success. I called it the slow death of the soul. We live in a world where burnout is a badge of honor, where being busy replaces being alive, where exhaustion is proof you matter. But exhaustion is not purpose. It's friction. And most people are grinding themselves into dust fighting battles they never chose. There's a man history remembers as a warrior, Musashi Miyamoto. He wrote, "I have no home, no wife, no children. I am a wanderer." In 1643, that was freedom. Today, we'd call it instability. But he understood something we forgot. A warrior without a master is not lost. A warrior without purpose is already buried. You don't need to carry a sword to feel this. You carry spreadsheets, notifications, deadlines, expectations. You wake up tired. You scroll, you work, you distract yourself just long enough to avoid asking, "Why am I doing any of this?" That question terrifies people, because if you don't know the answer, you might have to change. A few months after I quit, I found myself in a diner at 3 in the morning. Couldn't sleep, didn't know who I was without my job. The owner noticed I kept showing up. One night she asked me, "Why do you look like you're waiting for something to end?" I didn't have an answer, so I asked her why she opened a diner no one asked for. She told me her husband worked 40 years, retired, died 6 months later, heart attack. His last words were, "I never learned to want anything." He survived life, but never lived inside it. Then she said something I didn't understand at the time. The sword isn't the problem. The hand that holds it, shaking, is the problem. We think the job is the issue, or the economy, or time. But the real problem, we never chose our direction. We inherited it. Purpose is not a dream job. It's not quitting everything. It's not moving somewhere beautiful. It's not becoming impressive. That's marketing. Purpose is subtraction. When did you stop drawing? When did you stop trying things you were bad at? When did you stop doing things just because they made you feel alive? That child wasn't confused. That child was aligned. You didn't grow out of purpose. You were trained out of it. Here's the secret nobody puts on posters. Purpose is boring. It's repetition. It's showing up when it's inconvenient. It's doing something small, consistently, without applause. No one claps for the person who practices. They clap years later when it looks like talent. You don't find purpose like a place you arrive. You choose it like a direction. Every day. And the choosing is what makes it real. The sword doesn't ask, "Am I meaningful?" It asks, "What needs cutting today?" We are drowning in options but starving for commitment. You can watch endless videos about purpose instead of practicing one small act that creates it. Information feels like progress. It isn't. Action is. I didn't discover purpose in some lightning moment. I started growing things. Tomatoes. Not impressive, not scalable, not optimized, but they were real. And for the first time in years, I wasn't managing outcomes. I was participating in something. That's when it clicked. Purpose isn't about impact, it's about involvement. The wanderer isn't lost because he has no home. He's building it with every step. That's where you are right now. Not broken, not late, just standing between inherited expectations and chosen meaning. Here's the test. Don't overthink this. Answer one question. What is the thing you do when nobody's watching that makes time disappear? Not what pays, not what impresses people, what absorbs you. That's the direction. Not the career, not the brand, the direction. Name it, claim it, start small. Do it badly, do it consistently, do it without permission. You are not behind. You are not lost. You are not failing at life. You are being asked a question most people avoid. What is worth your effort, not your survival? Answer that, and you stop fighting the wrong war. But here's the part nobody tells you after that realization. Knowing the direction doesn't magically make the road easier. In fact, it often makes it harder, because now you can't pretend anymore. You can't say, I don't know what to do. You do know. You just don't know how to begin. And beginnings are uncomfortable. The first day I decided to keep growing those tomatoes, I almost quit. Not because it was hard, because it felt meaningless. There was no applause, no promotion, no visible progress, just dirt under my fingernails and the sound of my own thoughts getting louder. And that's when most people stop. Not when something fails, but when something feels small. We've been conditioned to believe purpose must feel important, but real purpose rarely announces itself. It whispers. There's an old saying, do not despise the days of small beginnings. We do that all the time. We want transformation, but we reject the ordinary steps that create it. We want clarity, but we avoid the silence where clarity lives. A week later, I met a man standing near the edge of the garden. He lived nearby, retired engineer, very precise, very serious. He watched me struggle with a broken watering hose for 10 minutes before saying, "You're holding it wrong." I laughed and handed it to him. He fixed it in seconds. Then he stayed. The next day, he came back, and the day after that. Eventually, I asked him why. He shrugged and said, "My whole life, I built things that replaced people. Systems, automation, efficiency. Now I just want to help something grow slower than I can." That stayed with me. Grow slower than I can. We live in a world addicted to speed, but meaning has always moved slowly. You cannot rush understanding. You cannot hack fulfillment. You cannot download purpose. You build it, one quiet decision at a time. Another quote I wrote down during that season: "The man who loves walking will walk further than the man who loves the destination." Most people are waiting to feel motivated before they begin, but motivation is a terrible leader. It disappears the moment things get repetitive. Discipline is quieter, less exciting, but infinitely more faithful. Purpose lives with discipline, not motivation. And this is where many of you are right now. You've identified the thing. Maybe it's writing, maybe it's designing, maybe it's learning a skill, maybe it's helping people, maybe it's rebuilding yourself piece by piece. But you haven't allowed yourself to take it seriously because it looks too small to matter. Let me tell you something that changed how I see effort. The size of the act does not determine the size of the meaning. A single honest step can outweigh years of distracted motion. If this is resonating with you right now, take 1 second, literally 1 second, and click the thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. Not for numbers, but because these small signals help this message reach someone else who is sitting exactly where you are, wondering if they're the only one who feels this way. Sometimes the smallest actions create the widest circles. Now, back to the road. After a few months, nothing dramatic had changed in my life. I wasn't suddenly successful again. I didn't have everything figured out. There was no cinematic breakthrough moment. But something subtle had shifted. I no longer woke up asking, what do I have to do today? I woke up asking, what do I get to continue today? That's a very different question. One comes from pressure, the other comes from participation. Another line I found scribbled in an old notebook. Meaning is not something you chase, it is something you carry. And you carry it through repetition, through showing up when it's raining, through trying again when yesterday felt pointless, through choosing the path again even when you're unsure. People think being lost is a sign you're failing, but being lost is often the moment you stop following maps drawn by other people. It's disorientation before alignment. Think about that. Every major shift in your life probably began with uncertainty. Every growth phase probably felt like confusion at the time. We only call it clarity in hindsight. So if you feel uncertain right now, good. Uncertainty is not the enemy of purpose, it's the entrance. You don't need a 5-year plan. You need a reason to take the next step, and then another, and then another. There's a quiet dignity in that kind of movement. No performance, no comparison, no noise. Just a person deciding, this matters to me, so I will continue. You don't need to reinvent your life overnight. You just need to stop abandoning the things that make you feel present. Water them, protect them, return to them. Let them grow slowly enough that you grow with them. Because in the end, purpose is not something you find once and keep forever. It's something you choose again and again. And every day you choose it, you come back to life a little more. So, if you've been feeling lost, maybe you're not lost at all. Maybe you're standing at the exact place where real direction begins. Take the step, however small, however imperfect, and tomorrow, take it again.